Hello fire signs, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Welcome to your timeless reading. And let's just now welcome in the beautiful high frequency archangels, ascendant masters, light beings, spirit guides, our ancestral guides, animal spirit guides, and our higher selves, of course, to assist us with this reading today. And it's going to be a general reading, so please take what resonates and just, discard the rest, okay? So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, let's grab a couple of cards for the center of your reading. Wow, the Magician, straight off the bat. So there's lots of skills, talents, resources at your fingertips that you're sensing into within yourself at the moment, fire signs. And here you have the Knight of Wands moving into confidence, moving forward with enthusiasm. We're going to look at another 8 cards quickly individually, and then we'll look at the reading as a whole, okay? Wow, and the 5 of Cups. So maybe you're letting something go here. We have the Lovers, okay? That's in your past energy coming forward. So maybe you've been working on yourself for quite a while. Maybe you've been doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of, personal growth work, that type of thing. And perhaps the, near future, this is what's, a possible outcome is the 5 of Swords. Okay, so this is about, yeah, we'll come back to that, I think. We'll come back to that. It could be any number of things. And here you have the 5 of Wands and your opportunity, which is moving forward with power and conviction, passion. It can also mean, you have some power within you that you're perhaps not utilizing as yet. So it can be sort of showing potential there, okay? Wow, current energy, the World. I think you're feeling like it's an end of a cycle and something new is about to begin here, fire signs. And wow, in your environment, you have the Emperor. So this could even be describing how you are kind of conducting yourself in the world at the moment. Maybe you're doing it in a very masterful way. And maybe you are taking this, you're feeling like you're very much part of this movement of maybe building new earth, building new energies, and certainly stepping into a creatorship. Wow, and here we have, as a goal or a challenge, is the Queen of Wands, Pele, Goddess of Destruction and Creation. That is really transformative there, fire signs. Wow. This is kind of almost like your advice or, a possible course of action to take, and that is the Hanged Man. So maybe taking some time out to just really chill into mind, body, spirit, like the whole kit and caboodle, right? Just to kind of just reassess where you're at with all of that, with your thoughts, with your feelings and your emotional body, your social emotional well-being, and also with your physical body, like physical health, maybe your mind-body connection, maybe, your breath. Look at managing stress levels and that type of thing. On the bottom of the deck, we have, wow, 6 of Cups. A really beautiful, playful energy. It can be about, exchanging your emotions with others and kind of feeling free and comfortable to do that. But it can also be about your inner child coming forward more, or both of those things, okay? Right, let's have a look here. I think you've just sort of let go of something recently here, fire signs. I'm not sure what this is exactly. It could be, maybe it's a connection with someone that you're feeling is just, if there was some kind of a soul contract, you're kind of feeling that maybe that contract is kind of done for whatever reason. And or it could be that you're letting go of a way of being that is no longer serving you. It could even be that you're kind of releasing part of your ego here, okay? And that, whilst these cups may have been fulfilling at one point, they aren't anymore, and it's like there's some new cups for you to discover here. There's also literally like a lighthouse in the background here. So it's almost like, if this has been almost like a low vibe kind of way of being. It's almost like you're aware that you probably do need to start moving to a your higher frequency version of yourself, but there is usually teething issues with that. You know, sometimes there can be a little bit of resistance to letting go of things that we're really used to, or things that our ego or our habits that we have, okay, that we kind of know in some ways that are holding us back, but, you know, if we can let them go, you know, I think this is what you're doing at the moment. You're actually really looking closely at yourself. You're doing this, you know, exactly what the Hangman is doing here. You know, you're doing some introspection. This is an energy from the past. So I feel like fire signs, you've done this a lot, but this is an energy that you're going to be able to call on now, because as we ascend, this ability to like almost reassess ourselves and to be aware of when things come up so that we can release them. It's a real exercise in self-awareness, self-compassion and self-honoring. But also when others are going through that, you know, then it's more likely that we can have compassion for them going through that as well. So I feel like, yeah, things have come up for you to release, and you're really you're bringing that self-reflection ability of yours forward now to be able to do that. The Five of Swords here, it's a little bit like, you know, if you play, you know, there's still, of course, a risk of injury if we're playing with things that we don't, you know, completely understand. So this could be just a warning from Spirit to just make sure you've got all your boxes ticked, okay, before you start moving forward into, this is your opportunity, into your power. Or it might even be that whatever caused you injury in the past, well, this is another way to look at it, is whatever has caused us injury or pain or trauma or upset, in some ways has made us stronger. Okay, it's made us more wise, more aware, and also perhaps more able to really take advantage of any opportunities that are going to come along that are very contrasting to that are like, okay, we've experienced disempowerment and injury and pain here, but it's almost like we're going into the opposite now of like, this is actually looking for us like a whole new timeline, because you're literally jumping into power here. So you have the Knight of Wands at the center. Okay, you've got the Knight of Wands here is pointing to this, and the Five of Wands is pointing directly to the Queen of Wands. So this is like, boom, transformation, okay? And also the other thing is that the Magician here is flanked by, you know, this pain and upset and letting go. But you have a whole toolkit, okay? And this is because you've done a lot of self-work. You've got a lot of skills and strategies that you can use to manage your emotions, manage your mind-body connection, manage your thoughts, okay? These skills are going to be invaluable in you fulfilling your potential, stepping into your power and moving forward and transforming, okay? Really great positive energy. So, you know, I mean, whilst these energies are here, we've all experienced these energies, and it's really just, you know, I think it's about looking at those energies or experiences with the perspective of they increase our wisdom, increase our understanding. And also in your current energy here, fire signs, you have the World card. So something is coming to an end, and I feel like it is this letting go and this sort of almost acknowledgement of pain. You can see the wound here. You can literally see your wounding, and you are kind of like going, well, I'm not going to be continuing on in a wounded state, or I'm not going to let that affect me to the extent that it has previously. Okay, fire signs, I feel like this is really stepping up, because you have, boom, Emperor, boom, and Queen of Wands. I won't say boom again, but you know what I'm saying. It's like you're going from new cycle into empowerment. You are being the creator of your life. You are going to be calling the shots. You are going to be putting up the boundaries. You are going to be delegating and creating and building your life from now on. It's not something that other people are going to tell you what to do anymore, because you are the freaking emperor. Okay, fire signs, this is your energy at the moment. I'm not saying other people can't be emperors, or other zodiac signs can't be emperors, but particularly in this reading, your energy at the moment is this. So it's either You're creating your environment. This is what's in the position of the environment, which you are creating, literally. You are the creator of your environment, okay? And which is often a direct reflection of from what's inside and what is coming outward, what you're projecting out. And this could be a challenge or a goal. I think is your goal is transformation here, fire signs. The fire, Queen of Wands. Yeah, mutable fire here. And that thing of, you know, destruction. Well, we've all experienced the destruction, you know, like the pain, you know, the letting go, which, you know, that's a form of destruction, like it's a kind of breaking down, okay? But, you know, what comes from that, and we have the skills and the abilities, we have our magicianship, our self-reflection, and we also have, you know, our inner strength, our determination, our commitment, okay, our spiritual alignment with Source, okay, our ability to work with others and to understand that energetically we can be supported by other energies that are similar to ours, which really help us to transform even to another level. Okay, this is like next level. Next level upgrade is what this is saying, fire signs, okay? Freaking next level. It's amazing. And then your advice, isn't it interesting, is the Hangman. So once again, I think this is a common theme in the readings, is this thing about taking time out. And the reason for that is that there are a lot of, you know, these solar flares coming down. There's a lot of high frequency energies coming in on board, where we could be experiencing physical symptoms, emotional, mental symptoms, mind-body symptoms, whatever. And we really need to make sure we're getting enough rest, do some just downtime, alone time, soul time with ourselves. This does not necessarily mean sitting in front of a computer or playing or gaming, okay, or watching the footy or watching TV or anything like that. This is like inner, it's like, and going into your intuitive self, your creative self, your spiritual self. So really investigating those parts of you. And then maybe, I guess, if you need to do a little bit of research, then maybe that's, you know, you're on the computer or your laptop with a bit of a mission, aren't you? You're kind of exploring different ideas that are going to help to feed your creativity, your intuition and your spirituality. But also to look after the body. This card is a very holistic card. And to drink more of this, water. I've just rediscovered my good old lemon juice and water, which is just a really cleansing drink, okay? If you feel like you need to cleanse your system, lemon juice and water is just gorgeous. Now, yeah, so this is awesome. And of course, with your inner child, this is sort of what is coming up with your self-reflection here. Okay, and it's really interesting, isn't it? Because here we have the children playing and they've injured themselves and there's pain and there's a wound, okay, which we could be talking about metaphorically. This could be an emotional wound, okay, or a type of wound or trauma that you experienced. And many of us have experienced these sorts of things during childhood, and we've had to undergo them or suffer them for numbers of years, okay. So as children, we've had to become very resilient. But guess what now? As our inner child, our inner children, our inner childs are realizing we're letting go of all this pain as much as we can. We're transmuting it. We're realizing our potential. We're moving forward here. And we're going to be able to play with happiness, with feelings of safety, with feelings of, yeah, it's okay for us to be authentic. Okay, we can be true to ourselves. We can just be free. We can be sharing what it is we want to share and do what brings us joy, happiness and bliss, you know, and having fulfillment at the same time, right? It's just awesome. Now, I'd like to just point out that the Knight of Wands here is almost like a teenage energy. So you have your teenhood and your childhood sort of coming together there as well, okay? So you might, once again, like to reflect on your childhood or your teenagehood and just kind of go back there and just kind of I guess, re-identify what things you love to do, where you like to go, who you like to be with, what the vibe was, or, yeah, anything like that. I'm going to grab you an oracle card now, fire signs. Let's go the Animal Spirit Oracle. And, yeah, I mean, your skills of self-reflection, working on yourself, is going to be really helpful. Even doing some journaling, maybe recording your dreams. Because you have many talents, skills, gifts and abilities, fire signs. And I think the other thing that you're waking up to is that sometimes this Magician card means that you have more than you need. So it could be that you're now realizing that from past lives and even this current life, that maybe you've done lots of different things in your life, and maybe it's just like little memories of your other past lives coming through. But it's almost like now what you're going to be sort of called to do is kind of fine-tune that a little bit, so that you can take up the wand of whatever it is in this life that you feel that you are being called to do, whatever special talent you feel that you feel moved to share with the world at this time. That may change in the future, but just go with what you're feeling with at this time, so that we can sort of fine-tune that path a little bit. If you feel like you've had to do 6 or 7 different things in your life simultaneously, it could be that you are multifaceted, and that you are feeling into all those past life energies, and you're really sensitive to them, and you're like, I want to do this, I want to do that, do this and do that. I'm exactly like this, and it's been really confusing. You can spend like a lot of time in your life doing that, but when you start making the links, maybe there's 2 or 3 of those things, you start making the links and the connections, and you realize that, wow, they're all kind of interconnected in some way. But then you kind of just need to work out what it is that you want to be sharing with the world. And you have your Emperor here. It's almost like, you're stepping up into your, like, being in the front of a lot of people, okay? Let's grab you a Animal Spirit Oracle. Okay, time to heal. Wow, and look at this snake. It's literally shedding its skin. And you know what this skin is that you're shedding? This is that part of that ego here, or that thing that's no longer serving you. I think it's the old self, okay? And if this is, the old self here, this might be your new self in the mirror, okay? So I think you're sort of feeling very much into this energy now of, you can see what your new self is going to be doing, and at that same time you are going, oh, but I that was my, so, oh, that's over there's my old self, like there's going to be a greater distinction for you, and you're going to get clearer and clearer as time goes on. But yeah, we're all healing, or you're healing, fire signs, from this wounding here, okay? And I guess, from that letting go, whatever needs to be let go of there. And wow, we have Sandpiper Spirit on the bottom of the deck, and it says, be playful. Okay. So fire signs, this is a time for you to be experimental, playful. You have, you've got some group things here. You'll be doing some fun things with people of similar interests. Your inner child's coming forward. Be playful, be experimental, and be open to transformation. Okay, be open to doing some inner soul work, and looking absolutely fantastic, because you're coming to the end of this old cycle, this old self, and your new self is starting. There's literally looks like a birth portal there, doesn't it? It's like a portal, so you're kind of experiencing a rebirth at the moment. That's what I have for you, fire signs. Hope that's been helpful, and I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day and awesome week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.